Ya YouTubers, Tasman here bringing you another episode of Fantasy Grounds Unity from the ground up. And in our last episodes, our bunch of last episodes, we've been creating a fighter. Um, well, actually we created our last one, our fight, no, oh, I'm thinking of a different thing. We created our last of our classes where we were going through each of them. I believe, was it Warlock? No, it was Wizard. Um, and now I have a special request that was made that was asking something about images. And you, so you are able to create maps directly in Fantasy Grounds. Is it the best utility for making them? No, absolutely not. It's not the easiest thing, and it's not the most convenient thing. I would highly recommend getting Illwinter's floor plan thingamajobby, whatever it's called, floor plan generator, dungeon draft, world draft. There's lots and lots of different types of mapping utilities out there. Illwinter's floor plan generator you can get on Steam. I think it was like $6-7. Maybe it's a little more or something like that. But it's really, really nice. Dungeon Draft makes it pretty darn easy to create a dungeon. However, if you just need to quickly throw together a small little dungeon, then you can actually use Fantasy Grounds to do that kind of on the fly if you have tiles. Now, it does not come with any of these tiles as a default as far as I've seen. I haven't been able to find them. So I have some tiles that I got from the Dungeon Masters Guild, and that's what we're going to use. So in order to make your own, what you want to do is click on the images and maps, and then you're going to click on the little edit list, and we're going to go ahead and add a new map. Now you'll see it automatically pops up our little map over here. We can go ahead and give it a name. We'll call it TILE tiled map. Something like that, I don't know. And you'll see it actually changes it here. That's the only reason I kept that up. We're going to go ahead and change the size of this. So I'm going to hold down Control and drag that all the way down here. So in order to create a map, there's a couple things you need. One is you need tiles, as we mentioned, and the other is a lot of patience. So to get to the tiled maps and for creating tiled maps, first thing you do is you click this little layers button, and down below it you'll see it says tiled. Prior to that, we're actually going to set up our grid or make sure our grid's in here at 50. Yeah, 50 is decent. And we'll just go ahead and leave the defaults. Now if we go back here and click on tile, actually, did I do show grid? There we go. There's show grid. Then we're going to come back under tile, and now we'll be able to place them, and it should snap to the grid if I'm right. So the first thing you need to do is kind of just get a base tile or what you want to set. Once you have that, you can actually drag and drop, and it will keep the same dimensions from whatever you set the first tile to. So I think, oh crud, where did I put my tiles? I think I put them in, it wasn't in campaign. I already forgot where I put, oh, I think I need to go to all and then data. There we go. I think tiles right there. So as you can see, these are tiles that I got. I can't remember what it's called, but if you're interested, I can look it up. But here you can see all these different little components for a map. And what we want to do first is, just grab like our base tile, maybe like this little cross section, put it in here, and you can see its default is 16.8 by 16.8. This would be 16 squares 0.8, so it'd actually go a little over. I don't want it to be quite that big. I think I'm going to set it maybe to 6. Is 6 a good number? Yeah, I think 6 might be. I think 6 will be a good number as long as this is 2. But now if we go out here and we just click on here, let's just kind of get as close to the center as we can. There you go. So now you can see our little tile here is perfect. Now we can click on here again and it creates another. We can move it. If we don't want it to look identical to that one, we can actually hold down shift and up arrows. We can make it bigger and smaller. If we hold control and do the up arrows, we can nudge it. If we hold shift and do the side arrows, we can actually rotate it. So now you'll see that rubble's on a different side. We actually copied it too from before. Oh, I keep clicking. I keep clicking on the thing. The other thing we can do, let's go ahead and delete that. So you'll see this is that first tile we have. Like I said, you can move it. You can actually rotate it by clicking here in 15-degree increments. I believe it was holding control makes it smooth so it doesn't actually snap. We'll go ahead and let it snap. Shift will not do anything here, but shift actually keeps it what's the word, proportionate, I guess. So as you notice, it shrinks evenly from all sides, whereas if you don't have shift and you do that, actually I'm thinking, oh, you can actually, you know, really distort it. Like we can make it so that way is actually a one way and this one's two, and kind of make our own little thing. So this hallway up here is just a 1 wide, where this, well, 5 feet wide, this is 10. So you can do that. Whoa, that was cool. I've never seen that before. That's interesting. It wants something to be on there. In other words, it has a hissy. So anyway, we can do that. We can also take other things and we can just drag them straight on here and just, you know, put them there. Using the same thing, we can, you know, now we have a 3 wide hall. We could actually, let's see, is this a, that looks like 2 wide. Do we have any 3 wide? Here's a 3 wide to 3 wide. Is there anything that converts? There's a 3 wide down. So we could take this one. Let's stick it on the bottom. We'll go ahead and hold shift and the arrow keys on the side, left and right. We can go ahead and do that. And now we have it shrinking down. So as you can see here, you can actually, you know, put together a dungeon. Is it really easy? Not really. I mean, well, it's easy, but is it convenient? That would probably be a big no. It's not the most convenient thing. Up here, maybe we could throw a cap on. Oh, that's a 4 wide. Ooh, or 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 6 wide one. Wow. So let's see. Let's take that. Let's turn it that way. And maybe we could shrink it down to fit. So if we put one in there, let's see if this will work right. No, it actually makes everything really thin there. But it still doesn't look terrible, I guess. So as you can see, whoops. As you can see, you can make your own dungeon this way, and like we can, like if we wanted this to, you know, have the tapering off go on to the right instead, we can click on. I think that copied it. Yep, that placed a new one. So we click on this piece, right? Where is it? This one? Nope. This one? Yes. So we could also just say, oh, let's flip that. Hello, it's not flipping. Oh, that's rotating this. That's right. So yeah, these tools are actually doing that. I wonder if there is, let's see if there's a control. No, up, down. That's nudging. Oh, do we have? Oh, it's leaving the little marks of the grid in it. Let's see. I wonder, maybe Alt? I don't know what that did. It nudged it. Oh, it took it to the mouse, I think. Alt? No? I don't know. Let's go ahead and select that one and put it back. Yeah, I don't know that there's a way to mirror it directly from here. I mean, I suppose what we could do if we really wanted to mirror it, I don't think this has any options in here, is then we would just we would drag the component we wanted up there. If we wanted to mirror it the other way, we do that. We could rotate it here, and if we want to mirror it, then we just click it there. And then if we drag it down here, oh, that's really big because it's not changed. Control Z. Actually, just delete, backspace. So if we do this again and do 6 by 6, although technically I don't know if that's gonna scale right, because this is technically a 5 by 3. I don't know. Let's try it. That seemed to do okay. I wanted to do 6 there. So if we take this and maybe shrink it down to there, and then shrink this one down. Oh, that made it ugly. Nudge, nudge, nudge. That one did not quite go quite right there. But anyway, as you can see, yes, you can actually add your own components, kind of create your own dungeon on the fly. Not the easiest. I mean, you might get really good at it, but it's a lot easier to do this in, say, Illwinter's Floor Plan Generator or Dungeon Draft, or there's Arkham Forge, there's Dungeon Painter, there's Campaign Cartographer. There's even the map tool you could use from RP Tools. I've done little spotlights on that. In fact, I've done spotlights on most of those. So there are lots of other tools you can use to do it that is much easier. But yes, on the fly, you can actually do it. If we go back to 6 by 6, it's doable. We can add some stairs in here. Maybe shrink it down by shifting. Yeah, that one didn't work out. Oops. So there you go. Yes, you can do it. Wow, we're only at 12 minutes. This is a super short episode. Almost be considered a bonus episode, but I don't have any other content planned right now for today. So here we go. We can add some stairs in. This seems like I don't have, well, that is 6 by 6. And if I wanted to do this, I'd probably want this to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's try this. I want to just, out of curiosity, we do that, turn off the linking. So the first one should be the width, so that's 7, and this we probably want 4. Let's see if this works. I'm curious. Not terrible. I mean, it's a little bit wide on those sides, but I'm actually kind of surprised that it worked. And then, of course, that looks like it's coming downstairs from upstairs. If we do, no, it's shift. Now it looks like that doesn't look right at all, because the color of this is the wrong color. That looks much better. So there you go. This was a shorter video, only about 14 minutes-ish. But you can see, yes, you can actually create a dungeon directly in Fantasy Grounds Unity. It is not the easiest thing, but it is doable. You can actually do it, and you can create a decent-looking dungeon. I personally think until there comes a point where you can do layers and rename layers, merge layers and all that, it's probably, for me at least, I would say it's more trouble than what it's worth. I could probably do something like this as well in any of those other map making tools, and there's even some online that you can get that are even free. A lot easier. I mean, I don't know. They've never made it so you can rename these things yet, right? Oh, actually you can by double clicking it. I don't think it used to be able to do that. So I could say STAIRS. Maybe I've never tried clicking it quick enough or something. I don't know. But yeah, that actually is good that you can do that. But can you add? You can add folder. Is that new? A folder. Stairs inside the folder. Wow, these are the very things I was saying. Well, it'd be cool if you could do this, and those functions are in there. Can you group things? No, I can't select more than one. Oh, there I can. Now, can I group them, though? Is this a group button or is this copy? I think that's duplicate. Minimize, close, and share. So you can actually organize, which is actually really nice. And then I'm sure we could probably rename this folder to tiles. That's actually really cool. I don't remember that actually being a functionality earlier, so I like that for sure. Still, it is more difficult to create a dungeon here. It doesn't always line things up when you shrink them and stuff, as you can see right here and here. I mean, it still looks fine, and that's not that big of a deal either. But it, you know, it works. Let's just say you can do it, and it works. So hopefully that answers your question. Let's see. I was just gonna see something real quick. This is a different size. And if we were all working with tiles that are all the same size, then yeah, it would definitely work easier. However, these actually have tiles, you know, that it's 6 by 6, and then this one's a lot less. So if we drag that on here, oh whoops, that's huge. You could do that. Anyway, I think that does it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something. Like I said, you can do it. It's just not the easiest and intuitive thing to do, but it's doable. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, check out my Discord and my other channels, and that's it. Until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.